Howdy there. I'm here to talk about Super 8. I keep on wanting to call it 8mm, but this is not 8mm. Thankfully. This is Super 8. It was written, directed by J.J. Abrams, I believe from a story by Steven Spielberg. It was produced by Steven Spielberg. It stars a lot of kids. Ellie Fanning is one of them. I believe that's her name. Dakota's little sister. She's really good. There's a lot of other character actors who you recognize, may not know their names. I don't know their names. I can't think of their names. But they get their shot. I think it's Noah Taylor. Man, he's in The Truman Show. He's in a lot. I mean, he's in a lot. He's the bad guy here. And he does very well. I wish I could remember. I know it's Noah. I just can't remember his last name. He's very good here. All of the acting is very good. The kids are very good. I think it's always something to see good kid actors, because really I don't know where they're getting it from. How could they have, that much experience, know-how, pain, to deliver a performance of depth, which several do here. So the acting is pretty much across the board is tremendous, I'd have to say. The film is about a train wreck. A group of friends making a Super 8 film over their summer vacation witness a train wreck, and one of them sees something escape from the wreckage. What that something is, we'll spend the rest of the film trying to figure out. But it's big, and it apparently likes the taste of human flesh. And car engines, and anything metal, basically. I'm giving it a 7. Sorry if I haven't said that right away. I'll go with a 7. It was very good entertainment. Great summer film. Great for, the popcorn munchers. It was intense at times. Very spectacular action sequences. Basically, the train wreck happens within the first 20 minutes, and it's, fantastic. It's spectacular. It was so much so that I was willing to believe anything else after that. If the kids can survive that, if the person who caused the accident can survive that, well, then I have to accept anything that you give me, because it looks, like a war zone, like an entire bomb went off and the whole group of kids survives. Anyway, that crash is spectacular, and fantastically done. And how anyone could ever survive it, again, why ask? I think it might try too hard, there's a lot of sentimentality here that may border on Hallmark level a little bit. That's okay, It's very pleasing. I can't picture someone being disappointed with this film, because I think it should speak to their inner child, if nothing else, and hopefully that they had some type of experience You know, before I even went, people were drawing comparisons to the Goonies. I can see that where it's about a group of kids, you know, on an adventure, on a mission, but I don't know. Goonies, well, is a part of my youth, so I automatically think it's better. But, I mean, Goonies is the better movie. Just period. One of the things that irritate me, and I think this is just a good example, is we see some things that that just kind of don't go anywhere. Maybe they're just a distraction or even worse, a time filler. But here's my prime example of that. Dan Castellaneta is in this movie. If you don't know the name Dan Castellaneta, shame on you. But Dan Castellaneta is Homer Simpson. He breathes life into the most famous American in the history of America. And in my opinion, is one of the great character actors of all time. He's in this film for one scene. And in that one scene, he barely even gets to look at the camera. So when I saw him at the start of his scene, I was like, oh my God, that's Dan Castellaneta. That's so awesome. I wonder what he's going to get to do in this movie. It's going to be amazing. And he gets to do nothing. You know, he finishes out his scene, again, mostly not even looking at the camera, and then he's gone. We never see him again. He's gone. So keep your eyes peeled for your Homer Simpson. Again, in a nutshell, that irritated me, and that's kind of what happens. You know, sometimes you get invested in the character and then they just kind of go away. And some of the characters I feel are more caricatures. I mean, I realize that kids are pretty focused on whatever they're obsessed with at the time, but it seems that the kids are very, you know, kind of shallow. They have really, I only cared about 3 of the kids. The rest were just kind of funny window dressing, and one just kind of floats in and out whenever he apparently needed to be used. You know, one talks about nothing but fireworks, and one talks about nothing but, you know, film. So, and the kid who talks about fireworks has like a bigger part than you would expect, and then the people you'd want to have a bigger part don't. And I don't know, just the use of the characters just kind of bugged me, you know. But I believed all of it. You know, it made it seem like this was actually happening in this small town. Set in the late 70s, I think 79. Everything looks perfect. Again, if you've got J.J. Abrams, Steven Spielberg, 2 of the finest, you know, creative, imaginative minds working in Hollywood, and not to mention 2 of the most powerful, you're going to have a production of the highest quality, and you get that here. Again, it's very spectacular. The special effects are, you know, pretty damn flawless. The monster design, again, I'm going to call it a monster just because that's how it's advertised, and I don't feel I'm spoiling anything. It's a monster movie. The monster, you know, you don't get to see it until the end, pretty much, and even then they keep it dark. I don't really think that's necessary.
why hide the monster? Why hide the creature? Bring it out, you know. Let us see it. Believe it. We will accept it. We're not going to suddenly give up on everything we watch just because we can tell that the monster is a cartoon, which we can tell anyway. I hate to bring up a recent film, but I watched Skyline recently, and they had large creatures, and they had them running around in daylight, and I thought they looked really good. I didn't mind that at all. So here we have, you know, a story I actually care about, and is actually of quality. Give us a little carnage. Give us a, you know, give us more of that monster. Because I'm with you. You know, again, if I'm sitting through that train wreck that that would kill anything, then I'm with you, you know. Give me as much cartoons as possible. Or better yet, why don't you make a puppet? You know, make a puppet of something. And I miss puppets. You know, what can I say? I miss puppets. But I did think the monster was cool, you know. I wish we got a full-scale, you know, glorious reveal of it, but we don't. It does wrap up very nicely. I thought that it had a nice ending for the creature. I guess I just wanted more. You know, I don't know what else to say. I wanted something more out of the ending. Though over the credits, you get to watch the Super 8 film that the kids made, and it's great. You know, you practically watch the entire credits just to see that. So that was really good. It just kept me wanting more, but I did, you know, I did sit on the edge of my seat for some time. I was totally into it. I jumped a couple times. You know, it was genuinely scary here and there. Just mostly in terms of sudden impact, you know, or something happening that you don't expect. But I did jump like twice during this. So that's cool. I can't remember the last time I jumped. And I did it twice here. So again, it's very effective. Very well made. Very effective. All of the performances, all of the acting is really good. I'm not familiar with the lead, the little kid. He's super. The Fanning girl, super. All the acting, really good, of quality. It's just that it seemed to have trouble finding its footing. You know, it didn't know quite what it wanted to be at times. I don't know. But again, I had a great time. I think a 7 is a fair rating. I think it's a good rating. As I like to say, I'm a 7. So, Super 8 is a 7. Good stuff. Great, you know, summer escapist entertainment. Thanks.